Alright people, welcome back. My name is Flockers Design, and in today's video we are going to show you and set up my brand new widget called Twitch Info Card. Now I may take a new name for it, but that's alright. So this one is in beta. It is only available on my Ko-fi for the subscription plan, and I think it was subscription 2 that gave you stuff to early access. I just need to make a support channel that is tied to it with a role in my Discord. So yeah, for now you can only get it there. I can't remember what the tier 2 payment is. And yeah, sorry, but I mean, or you can just wait till it's released and then you can get it probably for free. I'm not 100% sure for this one because this one took me actually a lot of time to build. So I may actually add this one on a small price, but we'll see, because this one actually took a long time to make. But for now you can get it on the tier 2 Ko-fi, and let me look for you guys real quick. So it's $2.99 per month. So for $2.99 you can get access to the early access / beta version, and again after that it will also be paid. I'm pretty sure, because this one actually took me a long time to make, and normally I don't do that, you know, guys know I normally make these things for free, but not this one. Also it's Twitch and not YouTube. Currently I may make a YouTube version, but I'm not a YouTube streamer, so I don't know how to do it, but we'll figure it out. So okay, what we want to do is real simple. What this thing does, it shows the overall stats of your viewers. I call him user, but yeah. So for example, the user's total bits spent, right? Or the user's total channel points spent over this lifetime on the channel. Now, keep in mind, it will not revert back. It doesn't work backwards. So, it's not, it will start from 0. That is just the thing. It works with variables. Now the only ones you can probably populate, but that is something I will show on later, is your top biddies, you know, because those people are always showing up, and so you know what those are, like your 1, 2, and 3 bit. You can do that. I may also later on add in total gifted subs. And most used emote is one we are still figuring out how to do, because that one is actually complicated, more complicated than I thought. So currently we have let me check. We have total amount of bits. Let me get a screenshot here, because I sent an image to someone, so I should know exactly. There we go. Total bits spent, channel points used, your total sub count, so your how many times you're subscribed, and your total messages, including it will also show your badge. So if you're a VIP on that Discord, on that Twitch channel, it will have a badge. If you are not a VIP, it will not show a badge at all. If you're a partner, it will show a partner badge, moderator, broadcaster itself, and so on. Artists are still coming. The artist file is already in this package, but it's not added yet. This will be added in the next version, probably the first thing I do, right? All right, so let's get this thing on the road, and we got some troubleshooting to do for sure, so follow me. All right. So we have OBS open, of course. We have StreamerBot open. We have our folders. You have probably already downloaded the file, which is great, because you will have done this one. First thing I want to make clear, and I have seen another user make this exact problem. And he came to my Discord. He's like, hey, I cannot import your code, right? So, okay. First, what I did was say, okay, make sure do not run StreamerBot. Do not run StreamerBot in admin mode, because if you run it in administrator mode, it will not allow you to import the file, and then you have to do the string itself. You have to well that, but there apparently is another way people try to do it, and that doesn't work. Now, I have never thought about this one, never expected this to happen. But if I go to import, what I had one user trying to do, so this is a 7-zip file. So maybe users know, like, if like this, it's a zip file, they know, okay, we can't do this. But because maybe a lot don't know 7-zip, they try this. Yeah, that doesn't work. It lets you import the 7-zip, but it will not do anything, right? So make sure to right click on it, show more options, and then use 7-zip or whatever you want, and then just extract the file folder, right? All right. So once we have that done, we want to click on open it. No, we don't. We want to cut it out, right? Cut the folder out. Go to your folder location where you want to have it. So in my case, it is OBS development assets, because that is where all my assets are, because I'm using, of course, a portable with a backup folder and all that stuff. You can actually get on my Kofi too. If I go here to Kofi, you can get this 7-zip backup automation. You can use it for OBS, but you can use it for any other file that you want. Also really handy for game development. I even use it for Unreal Engine backups with projects that are over so many gigs. Works flawlessly. Yeah, so I may also make a new video on that one, but highly recommend doing that. So with that, I'm gonna go with here, and I paste it in here. So right click and paste. Now it's on the bottom. Just click refresh and it will be at the top. Right, awesome. Let me close this. We don't need that. Also, we don't need that anymore. Now, what we want to do now is open the Twitch card info. As you can see, I have 2 cards. This one is with text. I don't know where it showed up. Hold on. Oh, it's on my other screen. Right. So this one is with text added already. And this one is without text. But personally, the with text works better because of the text updating. And of course, you have your icons here. Now we're gonna go here to the user stats beta, drag it into StreamerBot, click OK. It comes with 16 actions, 1 queue, 2 commands, right? So if you that's that. Now this may change over time, of course, and it is currently version 0.06. And then all we want to do is click import, and yes. Now we have them all here, nice and well. Now I will go over the installation first, because this one will take some time. Now, one thing more, in this folder that I have, it is not there, but the folder you are going to be downloading, there will be a text file. And I think I will call this source names. Now, I will explain in a second why, because this I'm gonna put it in streamer import, because that is something we are going to need. Now, I wish there was a smarter way of doing this, but I haven't found it yet. If I do, I will probably update it in the full release. I hope I can find a solution for this, maybe using C# or whatever. But now this is the way we have to do it. Now, it's not a big deal. It's just a little bit of a hassle. But first, what we want to do after importing is get something off my screen. Okay, is we want to go to commands. Yeah, so go to commands, activate these 2. So activate the installer and activate the card info. Now, then what you want to do, you could technically, and may already have that done, is make a group. But, I mean, depending on how many actions you have, commands. Now here I don't have a lot, but in my main I have a ton. So I may do that. Now, okay, then we go back And before we even run the installer, now I'm gonna run it once just so you can see what is gonna happen and what we need to fix and why. So I'm gonna do test. And as you can see now, it is going to install the entirety of the widget. Did it though? No, it didn't. So what do you mean it didn't? We see all the sources we need. We have the scene, we have all the sources. But where is the widget itself? Right, exactly. So that's the problem we need to fix. So what I'm going to do, I am going to delete this. You don't have to. You can make it yourself a little bit easier. Technically, you don't need to because I'm going to do it for you. That will be in this file, the source names. So for now, what we want to do is I am just going to minimize all these because that's so fucking annoying. Please don't touch these things. I will make sure to add a comment to it. And of course, if there is a comment, make sure to read them because it could be important information like this. You need WebSocket 5, not 4.9, or it will not work. All right, so as you can see here, we have user card and then card. So let's say we have this, right? FD user card. Oh, user card. And then what was the other one? FD card. So in this case, I will just do this. This will also kind of show you how you should import it, right? That's kind of why I'm doing it now too, because that saves you guys a lot of time. So now the problem, this is exactly the problem. And I'm going to do one first. So if we go here, user card, set image. Yeah, it's not working because it's trying to flip the clip layer. So it's actually possible that it didn't change the clip layer. All right. So what we need to do here, we actually need to get the user card instead, replace that, and then take the FD card, replace that. Then we want to go here, and this may already be there. If not, it's blank or it's pointing somewhere different. Make sure to go here and click on the info card. Now I think this one will not be there anymore. You know what? Actually, there you go. So click on the info card, make sure it's in there, and you want to do that for all these. So this one is technically the same on all of them. Broadcaster. So you guys don't have to do this. It's already done for you. So you want to replace all these with the same one. So user card, FD mod, and double check if it's pointing to the right file. Click OK. Same VIP. Override. VIP. Just double check. And then hit OK. And then we have partner. Take this. Double check your directory and hit OK. And I guess you know what to do, right? So I may cut the rest part out after the first three that I've done, but maybe not. So this one actually was a broadcaster, right? Hit OK. Right, so now that we have all that done, just make sure to click on save just in case something goes wrong. Now, if we do this, if everything worked fine, it should properly install the widget. So let's go. Hit test. Gonna make the structure. Now you go. Now it's actually loading the stuff. There you go. Now, it is not completely how it should be, but it's a really easy fix. So, 2 things you need to do. I recommend you to do. 3. Well, 2 things I recommend. No, 1 thing I recommend, 2 things you need to do. I forgot you do also need, and it will probably also be here as a link in the here. You do need the shader filter or a mask if you want, but that's for the profile picture. We'll get to that. All you want to do first is you want to take this card and make sure to drag it to the bottom. So this one is actually right overlaying. Then what I recommend you to do, because it is not in the right proportions and it's not there, take the top one, hold shift, click on the second, the bottom one, and then right click, make group. And then I'm just gonna call it card. Now we can resize and redo the entire group at once. Now you may be like, well, what the hell is going on? This thing is all out of the place. Now, that's fine. Now what we're going to do, we're gonna go here, and actually I'm just gonna close this one right here because I don't want to have that one break. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to the roll check. Gonna hit right click the command and then test trigger. This happens, don't worry, it happens. Now click again, it should, there we go. So you can see something is off. The image is square, it is huge, and it's not what we want. Now this is why I said you need shader filter. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna open this one again and go to user profile. And you can go, of course, go right click, but I never do that. You just go here, user profile. Then I need to go here. Here in the bottom, you see filters. You click on that. Then you go, of course, to your define shader. But I guess you know how to get the filters if you used this before. Now the shader we are going to use, of course, you're going to load shader. We're going to use is the circle mask filter shader. Do not use the circle shader. We're going to use the circle mask filter shader. Click on open, and then all we have to do here is change this to 25. So 25 and close. Done. Now you see the icon here. So now we have this amazing looking card right here. Now what you could do, of course, is do a little alter to the command, or sorry, to the user profile. But I technically already have this, and because you already have it set up, you can just change the scene here. But I do game scene and then the user card, because we just add the card to the scene, right? So this is technically acting as a nested scene, and then all we want to do is go add scene, add our card. And then, of course, we can scale how we want it, right? And then you can, of course, do a show hide animation if you want to. For now, we just don't. We just keep it off. And technically, we're done. So now, even if I go here to my chat, right, and I do exclamation mark info, you can actually rename the command if you want to, right? Exclamation mark info and hit enter. You can see that for some reason it's not doing the broadcaster icon. Now let me double check. If this happens, the broadcaster icon for some reason did not get assigned. So all you want to do is just you could literally just manually add the broadcaster icon here after the install. What I probably gonna do, asset, switch info card, broadcaster. Okay, so yeah, but you could also check the installer, and it may be that something went wrong in here. Yeah, all right, my bad, guys, hold on. Oh, I fucked up. I shouldn't have done that. you should not have this issue. But yeah, just make sure you actually make sure it's set to the broadcaster. I don't know why it didn't do that. Oh, that's why it's making... Oh, don't worry. For you, you should not have this issue. I made a typo in the creating of the scene. As you can see, it is making... I need to rename that. So that is on me. So in this case, I will just edit manually. But yeah, you should not have that issue. I altered that in the installer because that is a problem. So instead of having this for the broadcaster, I may have fucked it up with 2 of those. So that's why. You should not have that. I will fix that in the release. So that technically is that. And as you can see, I have a total 600 bits donated. Channel points spent 250, month sub 1, total messages 2. Now, this for you, even for the broadcaster, will be on 0. And the reason for that is real simple. It makes new variables, so it needs to populate those. Now, if you do know some, like for example, the channel points spent, like I said, or the bits donated, because well, I all know in the chat, we have of course the biddies. So for example, I can set the bits for them because I know their max for the 1, 2, and 3. I know their bits, so I can set them in here and then go to persistent user globals, click on Twitch, search for the name. So in this case, I will say like Gendo, my moderator, and we can see that he doesn't have the population yet, right? You can see that, right? They're not populated yet. What makes sense? So in this case, what we'll do, take myself. So you can see at the moment he will activate this command, everything will populate for him. But now for me, you can see now I have 2 messages. If I do another chat message, let's say hello, you can see it updates to 3. But I got a problem. It doesn't update here yet. Why is that? Because it's not live updating. So, but once you do !info again, for example, it will take your information and actually it counted up to 4 now because that makes sense. And then it will just update your card. What is great because it doesn't have to update the card every time. What is kind of also not possible because it needs to, it takes it per user. So now, for example, if I go here again to the roll check and test trigger, sometimes this test trigger doesn't work. If not, just wait a few seconds and try it again. There you go. So now you can also see this guy has no moderator badges, has no broadcaster badges. If this guy was a partner, he would probably have his partner badge. Now, I wish I knew a specific person because then I could maybe have like, I could just go and could keep going till we find someone with a partner badge. But yeah, we will be here all day. Now, the reason also maybe you can see it takes a little while is because we have the action queue right here. This prevents from spamming. So it will just make a queue. See, it will make a queue and then it will swap between the users over time. So it's not continuously. So it's not like so if I, for example, disable this queue, pause the queue, right? And then do this. That doesn't work. Hold on. If I just do this default, right? Then see, I can keep spamming it. Now for the testing for the badge, it may be nice, but not if... Oh, look. Lumia stream, moderator. Instantly shows the moderator badge. How cool is that? Right? How cool is that? Now, I'm kind of hoping we get a Twitch partner in here, but probably not. But yeah, so this can also break the widget, of course, because you're overflowing. And this is why we have this this blocking check. So it will make a queue. Just need to make sure resume. This will make a queue, and then it will line you all up and then do you one by one. So we're just gonna click a couple of times and then action queue, and then pending actions. You can see it has those ones are waiting. Yeah, I think that is all I can explain you of this widget. Now I will of course fix the issue. Guys, if this video, don't worry, I will definitely remake this video. It is just a quick install and explanation video for the beta. So yeah, this won't be the video for the latest version. I will probably in the latest version also take some shots from people who are using them. But yeah, for now guys, you can get this widget from my Kofi on the $3 tier, so that's tier 2, $2.99. It will also then probably give you a dedicated access role to a specific channel. Yeah, but for now guys, I hope this worked. And then also, by the way, you can go here and it should work. Yeah, see? So now it also just, let me get this over here. Let me minimize that. There we go. And yeah, you can now see if I do just, let's say, this one. Yeah, that's not going to work. All right. Well, that's fine. We just do it like this. Also not going to work. Great. Fine. But yeah, you can see it does work. It comes up on the screen too. But it's just great. So yeah, and then it goes off screen again. And it will show all your messages. So now if I just do this, info, it will pop my own message on there. Now, of course, I will probably keep updating the design for the card at least. And of course, for the icons too. Also, let me show you the other one. So this, we have a partner that also isn't populated. Okay, I need to fix this. So just make sure to go over them, just in case they decided not to update, right? If that happens, just to make sure to assign them manually. Now, as you can see, this VIP one is overlaid on the moderator one. What makes sense, because you cannot be VIP or moderator at the same time. So that makes sense. So yeah, this is if you're a broadcaster that is also at the same time a partner, this will be a card. You will have your moderator, you will have your partner badge, and of course you have your broadcaster badge. Now, I may again also change the design over time, but for now this is of course also beta testing, see how everything goes. And the most interesting part, or most, it was just the installing. Now this one, again, like I said, will not be free in beta or on release. Now again, the whole reason it took a lot, but I mean a lot of time to actually make this completely work, and we're not done yet. So this is the entire, again, it's 16 actions to make this entire one work, to get all the information and all that stuff. A lot of research, a lot of hours. The installer is actually humongous. If I fully extend this, it's pretty huge. So that's only to just install the widget on OBS automatically. Now, of course, you can do it manual, but so yeah, I had to get all the IDs from all the sources. So first I had to build it out by hand, and then I have to make the installer, and there is a lot that goes into this. Will you go over how this all works? Honestly, this one is only in half an hour long. No, not in this video. I may make a new video for it. I know I probably said it in the beginning. I don't know. I reshooted it. So I may, but I also may not. Because you technically don't really need to use it, know it. But you know what? I may actually do a video. Yeah, no, actually I will. In case you run into some issues, you know what to do. Yeah, I will make a separate video of that, and I will probably shove that inside the installation folder. and I won't put that on YouTube. Just shove it inside the folder. Also, of course, it's paid, so we don't have people ripping the shit off because they can just find everything on the YouTube channel. So no, now they need to actually pay for it to make it work, right? So yeah, that's that, guys. So this was a, I would say, quick install video, but of course was not the case. Hello? Oh, that doesn't work because I closed the, okay, we have to do it manually then, fine. Yeah, we closed OBS, or not OBS, but StreamerBot. So yeah, I really hope this installation video works. And yeah, the link where you can get it is down in the description. $2.99 for the beta, and enjoy. And of course, join the Discord for any help or feedback. And any ideas you like to add to it. I really do want to develop this one out even more. Personally, this may have been one of my most favorite projects to make. And I'm not done yet. So guys, with that being said, I got some editing to do because I fucked up a lot. So I need to cut out a lot, and oh boy. Yeah. Peace out, guys.